When is too early to listen to Christmas music? Is that even a question? Kyle, it is never ever too early to listen to Christmas music. Here's the thing. Chances are, in church, you're singing about Jesus dying on the cross for your sins and rising again all year long. And when do we celebrate that specifically? At Easter. So, why can't we celebrate the fact that he came to earth in the first place when he was born all year long? Sing Christmas songs all year long! Hey little buddy! I wasn't planning on doing 2 holiday videos in a row, but it's the beginning of October, and there's so much to offer in October.
And none of them have anything to do with Halloween.
This is going to be a relatively quick holiday one. I simply want to mention that it is Pastor Appreciation Month, which is a big deal in our family because I'm married to a PK, as you know. And it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Both our mom and my mother-in-law have had breast cancer and beat it thus far. Whoop whoop! And thirdly is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. And Kyle, you know that your nephew, my son, has Down syndrome. And I want to just briefly say why I think I was meant to have a kid with Down syndrome. So shortly after Garrus was born, I found out that the national colors of Down syndrome, you know, like breast cancer awareness is pink. Yeah, for Down syndrome, they are blue and yellow. And my favorite colors happen to be blue and yellow. Actually, yellow is my favorite color, but it's followed closely by blue. And I think they both go great together. And they're just happy, calming colors, which is exactly how I would describe Garrus. Happy, calming, he's the chillest baby I've ever seen in my life. So, the other thing that, for some reason, goes with Down syndrome awareness are crazy fun socks. Woohoo! See those? They don't match. My socks rarely do. I'm going to leave you today with a little bit of footage from the Step Up for Down Syndrome walk that we went to a couple weeks ago in Spokane. It's what most people would refer to as the buddy walk. Give Mom a hug for me since you're actually in the, same vicinity as her. And if you know any pastors and wives, give them a shout out as well.
Really good. 5. Yeah, rock climber.
Yeah.
Let's do the weighted pillow next. Right in front of me. The weighted pillow.
Wow, look at you go, girl.
Can you get up there? Go ahead. You're gonna go on it? Yeah. You're a little too big for this one. You gonna show Garrus how it's done? You gotta sit down. Yeah, it's supposed to be a slide, but it's a small one. Like for a little person. Little person. Good job. One more thing I want to add real quick. I'm kind of funny about awareness holidays. I really love the idea of Down syndrome awareness, not only because I have a son with Down syndrome, but simply because even though a lot of people kind of know what it is, it's kind of this scary, has, bad connotations sometimes, like, oh no, I'm going to have a kid with Down syndrome, terrible, like the world's going to end. And it's not, it just isn't. I could make a whole video about that. What's funny about it, though, is there are other things that people try to raise awareness for. And unfortunately, breast cancer is one of those things that I just kind of laugh at. And no disrespect to anybody, including my mom.
I love you, Mommy.
The funny thing about breast cancer awareness is it doesn't really need awareness anymore. Everybody knows what breast cancer is.
The world is aware of breast cancer.
That's my, 1 minute soapbox. I just think some of these things are kind of overdone, I guess. And keep raising money for breast cancer research. That's great. Although I would also caution you to make sure you know where your money is going, because not all those organizations actually put your money toward what they say they do. And even with Down syndrome awareness, I'm all about raising awareness for Down syndrome. It's awesome, and talking about why it's not scary. And there are great organizations out there that put money toward activities for people with Down syndrome, which is awesome. I could give you a couple that I would even recommend donating to. I'm not going to go into that right now, but the only problem that I do have with that is it isn't something you can cure either. I mean, at least breast cancer, if you're putting money toward that and it's actually going toward research, then there's that hope that they'll find a cure for it. There isn't a cure for Down syndrome. There doesn't need to be a cure for Down syndrome. So the money is all going toward just, scholarships and activities for people with Down syndrome, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it is. But there are other things that I would rather put my money behind in certain cases. I know that's kind of raise awareness for Down syndrome. Breast cancer awareness is weird, but raise money for research on breast cancer. And yeah, I kind of have this is how my brain works. It's kind of this big mess of spaghetti. Anyway, just all the noodles going everywhere.
Oh, and awesome video last Friday, Kyle.
You are going places. I expect to see your name in the credits of a major movie in the next 5 years, okay? Challenge extended.